Now, why Sun Prairie Police are ramping up security tonight at the Sweet Corn Festival. And we'll show you how Reedsburg churches are helping the community get ready for a brand new school year. Plus, how people around the globe are showing their love for a woman killed in the El Paso shooting.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. Sun Prairie Police are doubling security at the Sweet Corn Festival tonight after a large fight at the festival last night. Amy Reed joins us now to explain what happened and the efforts to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Last night at around 9:20 on the carnival side of the festival, two teen girls got into a fight. Dozens of their friends came and surrounded them, and police had to come break it up. Now, we had a viewer send us video of when it happened. Police said other teenagers gathered around to cheer on the fight, but police were able to break it up. They said the kids were swearing at the officers, and one of the girls who was in the fight swung at one of the policemen. Those two girls, who are 13 and 15, were arrested for disorderly conduct. The 15-year-old who swung at the officer also was arrested for resisting arrest. They also have been banned from the park. Now police are doubling up on security. They said some might see that as overkill, but they want to send a message.
Zero tolerance. We're just not going to put up with that type of behavior. It's just not acceptable for a family event. And if you're going to come here and engage in that behavior, you're not going to be welcome here, and you're going to be arrested, and you're going to have those consequences, and you won't be part of the park.
The organizers and the police say this is still a family-friendly event, and what happened last night was not normal. Police said in the grand scheme, this was minor. It's still freaking out some people who've been coming to this festival for decades. We talked to one woman who saw the entire fight. We'll show you what she had to say about what happened tonight. News 3 Now at 10. Amanda.
Thank you so much, Amy. Let's get a look at your first alert weather with Dave Caulfield. A sunny summer day today, Dave.
And temperatures in the lower to middle 80s across much of southern Wisconsin, some upper 70s as well. We did have a few light showers roll through Rock and Greene counties earlier this afternoon, but they got out of here pretty quickly, and the rest of us stayed dry on this Saturday. Live look in Madison on the WISC-TV Skycam at those mostly sunny skies. Temperatures at the 6 o'clock hour in the upper 70s in Madison, still low 80s in Boscobel, Mineral Point, and Janesville. Dew points have moved into the upper 60s in some spots and low 70s, mid 60s in Madison. So we are feeling a little bit more humid in advance of a round of showers and thunderstorms overnight into early Sunday morning. Some of those could be a little bit on the strong side. The good news is I do think that round moves out pretty quickly as we get into Sunday afternoon. We'll talk about what to expect for next week, including some cooler and less humid weather on the way in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dave. More local news now. Two teens are in jail after a city camera helped Madison police break up a drug deal last night. Officials say they saw the camera on a 17-year-old boy and 18-year-old boy in the middle of a drug deal just after 7 o'clock. Police say they made contact with the teens on the 100 block of West Mifflin Street and found cocaine on the 17-year-old and in the cooler he was sitting on. The 17-year-old was charged with party to a crime and a probation violation, and the 18-year-old was charged with possession of cocaine with intent to deliver. This weekend, kids are getting ready to head back to school. That could break the bank for some parents, but as Gabriella Becerra shares, Reedsburg churches are working together to send kids back to the classroom with all those necessities.
And this clinic is more than just giving away items for free. Families are paired with a companion who guides them through the process and makes a connection along the way. I tagged along with Rachel as she helped a family get ready to go back to school.
Have a seat at one of the picnic tables and then we'll get started, okay?
It all begins by getting to know one another.
And how old are you?
12 and a half.
12. Should I put the half on there,
Yeah.
you think? Okay.
Rachel Lopp is guiding Summer Stevens and her family through the Touch Twice Clinic.
And do you know why we call it Touch Twice Clinic?
The first touch is free goodies, helping the kids get everything they need for a new school year.
School supplies here.
And even picking out a fresh look.
Get some stuff. Ready, break.
Each person gets to fill up bags full of clothes, shoes, and jackets.
I let them shop until they drop for what it's worth.
And the second touch is a spiritual one by connecting families with local churches that can be a resource to them all year round.
It's just neighbors helping neighbors.
Organizer Tristan Rothwell says they're trying to create relationships with people.
So that when we see each other in the grocery store, it's like, hey, I remember you, and It's more of a relational event rather than just a giveaway.
Summer Stevens brings her family to the clinic every year.
Well, definitely stretches my dollar with 4 kids and 1 step kid. It's a lot of supplies.
She says it's always a positive experience.
There's a lot to choose from, for one. It's easy to go through. There's usually familiar faces. Some of the volunteers I actually remember from previous years.
And by the time they walk out the door, they're ready for the start of a new school year. This was Reedsburg's 15th year holding the Touch Twice clinic. Both the visitors and the volunteers keep coming back every year.
All right, what a cool story. Thank you so much. Around the state, a Milwaukee family found an unwanted guest when unpacking their groceries this week. The Allen family says there was a frog in the lettuce they picked up from a Milwaukee Pick and Save. Carly Allen says she was making dinner with her family when her brother noticed the frog.
Holy moly, this is happening. I'm thinking, 1, what the heck? How did that get in there? And 2, that is absolutely disgusting.
The family planned to return the container of Simple Truth organic lettuce and the frog, but say it escaped overnight and was perched on an outlet by their kitchen counter. Later, Allen returned the lettuce to Pick and Save and received a refund. Simple Truth apologized to Allen in a tweet saying, "We're sorry that the Simple Truth produce had a live frog inside of the carton." Roundy's Pick and Save's parent company said in a statement, quote, "These situations happen from time to time when organic products are involved." 2 Native American tribes in Wisconsin are receiving federal grants for renewable energy projects. Members say the grants from the Federal Office of Indian Energy Policy and Programs will help reduce costs and lead to energy independence. The Bad River Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa in O'Donnell received nearly $1 million in grants. The Forest County Potawatomi community in Crandon got a grant for more than $1.5 million. Officials say the grants will be used to install solar panels at tribal buildings and save tribes millions of dollars in energy spending over the next 25 years. On the West Coast, Portland police say 3 people have been arrested in far-right and counter-protester demonstrations today. Police have been bracing for violence as previous demonstrations between far-right groups and counter-protesters have led to fights. The event appeared to be peaceful this afternoon, with both groups separated from each other by police. Nearly 1,000 officers are present at the city's waterfront park, where protests started around 9:30 this morning. More people arrived later this afternoon, but reporters say far-left protesters outnumbered members of the far-right groups. President Trump weighed in on the rallies on Twitter this morning, saying the city is, quote, being watched very closely and hopes the mayor of Portland will, quote, do his job. A riot in 2017 shattered store windows throughout downtown, leading to 25 arrests. As gun safety rallies are held across the nation this weekend, the last of the 22 people killed in the El Paso mass shooting 2 weeks ago has been laid to rest. Today, hundreds gathered for the funeral of 63-year-old Margie Record. Record's husband, Antonio Basco, invited the public to mourn with him 2 weeks after the shooting at the El Paso Walmart. The couple had few relatives, and Basco had expressed concern he would say farewell to his wife alone.
I was supposed to be the strong one, but found out I'm the weak one.
After word got out through social media, people from around the country came to join him. Several thousand attended a visitation yesterday. Basco and Record met 22 years ago at a bar shortly after he had quit riding rodeo in Nebraska. Still to come on News 3 Now at 6. Today's dishwashers are more energy efficient and come with a lot more features. Consumer Reports has some tips before you start shopping.
At A1
Dishwasher owners save 9.5 days per year and more than $400 over people who hand wash their dishes. And the best ones can help you save energy along the way. Consumer Reports has been testing dishwashers for years and is out with its latest list of top performing models.
After 30 years of hand washing dishes, Andrew Santaramo is renovating his kitchen and making space for a dishwasher. After pricing, Andrew didn't have too many concerns.
After doing 30 years by hand, the dishwasher is great. It's just perfect.
Consumer Reports has ratings for more than 100 dishwashers, and its experts can help.
We combine lab test results with predicted reliability and owner satisfaction into one overall score.
Before you start shopping, measure your space. While conventional dishwashers do have some height adjustability, they're designed for spaces 24 inches wide by 24 inches deep.
If you change your flooring after you've installed your cabinets, that could affect the space that your dishwasher can fit into. New countertops can also affect that space.
Another factor to consider, cycle times.
Dishwashers can run from 90 minutes up to 200 minutes. That's like 3 hours long to finish a cycle.
This recommended Bosch Ascenta may fit the bill. It offers one of the shorter cycle times, 95 minutes, plus it earns excellent ratings for reliability, owner satisfaction, and washing performance. It costs about $645. CR says prices vary widely, too. The dishwashers in its test cost between $380 all the way up to more than $2,000. If a quiet dishwasher is important, you'll probably have to spend more than $800. However, consider this Bosch 100 series for $550. It earned a very good for noise and washing performance, plus an excellent for predicted reliability and owner satisfaction. With this Consumer Reports, I'm Josh Breiter for News 3 Now.
Consumer Reports also reminds people to not forget about the filter. Most dishwashers come with filters you'll need to remove and clean manually. They say owners should visually check it about every week, but the need for cleaning will depend on how much food debris accumulates. Next on News 3 Now at 6, we'll show you the twist on yoga today at Hilldale Mall.
And we'll tell you how much rain could accumulate over the next 24 hours, plus when the 70s return to southern Wisconsin in your First Alert forecast coming up next.
The
Welcome back. Yogis at Hilldale Mall added a new animal pose to their routines this morning. Today was the very first goat yoga event at the outdoor mall. Participants did a yoga class while goats from a local farm roamed around. Some did their yoga alongside the goats. Others, well, paid more attention to the adorable animals. Hilldale officials say it's all part of a fitness initiative at the mall.
We are really trying to do some more fun and different things at Hilldale, and we love fitness and being part of the Madison fitness community, and this just seemed like a really fun opportunity to, sort of finish off the summer with something different.
Hilldale offers a variety of different animal-themed events like Yappy Hour with your dog. You can find a full list on their website. Guests at the Agora Art Fair today had a chance to try their hand at graffiti through a partnership with Momentum Art Tech in Madison. Graffiti artist C3PO was on hand today creating artwork in front of fairgoers. He says he's been doing graffiti for over 25 years and that a piece can take anywhere from a few hours to an entire day to complete. The Chicago-based artist says he gravitates towards simpler art that is easy for viewers to understand, and he thinks that while graffiti by definition is illegal, he's producing art.
But we're not here to glorify it. What we're trying to do is transition into a paid thing where we could put our talents to use, make a vocation out of it, get paid, and by then, just by definition, elevating the art form.
The Agora Art Fair wrapped up this afternoon in Fitchburg. The day-long event had over 100 artists from mediums like painting, ceramics, and woodwork. And there was also a second wall there for guests to try their own hands at graffiti art. When women of Norwegian descent started working at the Gunderson Tobacco Warehouse in Stoughton in 1880, they took a daily break to cook dinner, check on the kids, and make a pot of coffee.
They came back refreshed, and the manager saw productivity increase. So from then, he started giving everyone a coffee break, and everyone had a happy and healthier time at work. So Stoughton started the coffee break.
Today, Stoughton celebrates its history in its 22nd annual Coffee Break Festival, which holds a coffee tasting contest between 7 companies. The competitors have to brew their coffee the same way and absolutely no decaf allowed. Coffee enthusiasts are the judges, and some of them have quite a taste for the drink.
Oh, the very first thing I do every morning is go down for a cup of coffee. And I love it. It starts my whole day off.
Stoughton takes its coffee very seriously, but strives for a community-focused and fun festival. Coffee lovers won't be seeing a break in the festival anytime soon, as Stoughton plans to continue celebrating its caffeinated history. Let's get a look at your first alert weather. It was a little too hot outside for coffee. Maybe iced coffee, Dave?
That sounds pretty good with temperatures in the lower 80s for highs today. A little bit of humidity in the air, but still not bad. We're starting to get more humidity ahead of some showers and thunderstorms well off to the west, but that is our next round. That will come through during the overnight hours. Severe thunderstorm watch off to the west across portions of Minnesota into Iowa and the Dakotas as well. We did see a few light sprinkles and showers across Greene and Rock counties early this afternoon, but really most of us did stay dry on this Saturday, and we actually do have a chance as those thunderstorms are coming through overnight to see some severe weather. I really don't foresee any major issues here, but some of those storms could be a little bit on the strong side, maybe pack a punch with some downpours, also some gusty winds and some small hail can't be ruled out early on Sunday. So that's really the bullseye for when that rain will be coming through, and our rain chances are the best overnight into early Sunday morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, I think we'll probably be dry, and Monday looks dry as well. So it's a brief blip on the radar, and then after that, we get the dry weather back for Sunday and Monday before some more showers possible on Tuesday. Madison on the Edgewater Skycam, no showers just yet in this part of Dane County. 80 degrees for today, once again, right on the button. Second straight day of 80-degree high temperatures in Madison. 78 right now in Madison, 81 in Janesville, 78 in Watertown, and 79 in Juneau. Upper 70s in the Dells and in Lone Rock, still in the low 80s in Boscobel and Mineral Point. So we've noticed these dew points come up a little bit over the last couple of hours in the mid-60s in Madison, closer to 70 in Platteville. So that's going to help provide some fuel for those storms overnight, and again, that could help things get a little bit strong as far as storm intensity goes overnight. So we'll watch out for that. And early on Sunday morning, if you have plans to maybe head out to an early church service or have outdoor plans on Sunday morning, definitely want to keep an eye to the sky as well. Temperatures in the mid-80s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But then we get a little bit cooler, a little bit less humid with highs in the upper 70s, closer to normal for this time of year by the middle of next week. Overnight, temperatures dipping into the upper 60s, mild and muggy, with scattered showers and thunderstorms developing across southern Wisconsin. Then tomorrow, we start off with the showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then warm and humid by the afternoon, partly sunny, highs in the mid-80s. So on Future Track, we're still keeping an eye on these showers and storms. Again, some downpours possible, some gusty winds as that line moves through is definitely possible as well. Then we clear out by the afternoon, highs in the mid-80s. I think we stay relatively sunny on Monday. Future Track really not picking up any clouds. We'll call it partly sunny for Monday with highs in the 80s once again. Anywhere from about a quarter to a half an inch of rain can be expected. And obviously with that downpour potential there, heavier amounts are possible locally. 7 to 10 day forecast showing that cooler, drier, and less humid stretch on the way for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. As we head into next weekend, we're back into the low 80s with our shower and thunderstorm chances returning.
All right. Thank you so much, Dave. Will Aaron Rodgers play this week? We've got answers coming up next in sports.
Well, Packers wide receiver Jamon Moore posted to Instagram that he is doing okay after he was in a car crash yesterday on Highway 29 near Green Bay. Now, his car reportedly had severe damage on the driver's side. The team said they are aware of the crash but don't have any updates on him this afternoon. Meanwhile, the rest of the Packers are getting ready to head north to Winnipeg to play the Raiders on Thursday. Particularly Aaron Rodgers. Head coach Matt LaFleur says he is scheduled to be back on the field tomorrow. But even when he's not on the field, he's still valuable, according to offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett.
Aaron's such a cerebral guy, you know. I mean, he wants to know everything, and he wants to understand the system in and out. So I think for him, it's just, we just have to always push him mentally, whether he's out there or not, and always kind of test him, push him, because I think that's something that he thrives on and he loves. And I think that when it comes down to that, I mean, he's played a lot of football in his career, and I think it's just about continually pushing him mentally.
Well, the Brewers with a tough loss last night in Washington, D.C. Nationals winners of 8 of their last 10 games, and they came away with the victory in a tough battle on the mound. Jordan Lyles making his 4th start for the Brewers tonight as the crew tries to bounce back from the loss. Right now, we are scoreless in the 1st inning. Cubs and Pirates in Pittsburgh before they play the final game of the series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania tomorrow night. We pick it up in the 7th. No score until Chris Bryant getting a solo shot off of Steven Brault. 1-0 Cubs. In the 8th now, no outs runners on the corners for Tyler Chatwood. Elias Diaz tries to make that throw. The error there, though. So Ian Happ scores 2-0, and the Cubs win 2-0. Rubber match again tomorrow. A special moment for the Yankees and former closer Mariano Rivera today, the now Hall of Famer, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch to his son. That's pretty cool. The team also presented him with a $250,000 check for his foundation to help pay for a learning center in New Rochelle, New York. Finally tonight, this story is bigger than just sports. The Great Lakes team from Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Little League World Series has a number 11 jersey that they take with them everywhere. Hangs in dugout during games, and it's the jersey of their former teammate Mason Goodnight, who died 2 years ago from a rare form of bacterial laryngitis when he was just 10 years old. This is them earlier today. They played the team from Rhode Island, and these kids from Rhode Island went over. They touched the jersey in the dugout before the game too. It just, my heart. I was literally sitting and crying and bawling and watching this game. It was just really good.
Wow. Little look at weather.
Yeah, some showers overnight.
All right. Thanks so much.